Do you need to go inside, ma'am? No. Okay, you got your driver's license with you? You got your driver's license with you? What? You want to include yourself in my investigation, so I need you ID you. I need your driver's license. She just said she didn't want to go inside, so she's involving herself here. Okay. I'm not arguing. Need your driver's license.
This is my house.
I understand.
And I wasn't doing anything. You didn't pull me over.
Ma'am, this is my traffic stop. You want to involve yourself with the person that I'm talking to. And I asked you if you need to go in the house, and you said, no, you're going to stay outside. So you're involving yourself in my investigation, so I need to identify who you are.
I'm not involving myself in your investigation.
Okay, then have your way inside.
You can't tell me I have to go inside.
Then ID yourself. One of the two. One of the two.
This is my house and my property. I can stand on my property.
You're correct.
Without you harassing me.
I'm not harassing you. You're involving in my traffic stop.
Because
Did you not talk to him? Did you talk to this gentleman right here?
Yes, he asked me for a cigarette.
Okay, then. You're involving yourself.
That's my husband. This is my property.
Okay. All you got to do is identify yourself.
But I don't have to. You can't force me to do anything on my property.
Okay, ma'am.
You did not pull me
over.
over.
I'm sorry. You know my job better than me. So you tell me what I need to do.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abiyah Israel, former police officer and former sheriff's deputy. I want to start this video off by saying this. We all know accidents or mistakes happen. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. I remember a situation when I was applying for the police department. I was made aware that my driver's license had been suspended due to not having insurance in the state of Florida. And I had no clue that my license was suspended because I had car insurance on my vehicle and I had not been pulled over by any other police officer. But what happened during the transition from me going from one company to the next, somewhere along the lines in the state system, the information was not relayed to the state, and therefore they suspended my driver's license. But I say that to say this, those type of things actually happen. And we're going to take a look at an individual this happened to, but yet his outcome was way worse than mine. Mr. Sean Bresnahan, who lives in Greenbrier, Arkansas, was arrested in his driveway. He was detained and ultimately arrested within his driveway of his home by Officer Lucas Emberton of the Greenbrier Police Department. Mr. Bresnahan took his car out that he just finished repairing, and he wanted to test drive it to make sure it was working properly. So he puts it on the road, he drives down the road, he comes back, he pulls into his driveway, and at that point, we see the police officer pull in behind him.
Our police department.
How you doing?
I'm good. The reason I stopped you is your tags.
Yeah, I gotta get them took care of. I just got it running last night.
Okay.
It's been sitting parked for...
Hey, those for Greenbrier. I'm gonna be at Walmart for a minute.
I got you. You got your driver's license with you?
I don't have it on me.
10-4.
Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
Okay. What's your name?
Sean Bresnahan.
All right. You want to step back here with me? Let me get your name and stuff. See what's going on with it. What's been going on with it?
PD 2700 status.
Oh, I got you. Ate your wire.
I've got eyes on him. He's wrapping it up right now. He seems to be 10-4. 10-4, thank you.
What's your name, bud?
Sean. S-H-A-W-N.
How you spell your last name?
B-R-E-S-N-A-H-A-N.
And what's your date of birth, Sean?
9/22/3.
9/22.
83.
83. I thought you said 03, and I was like, I don't think so.
If I was born in 03, I'm not doing too good.
I understand that. Hold on just a second. You got insurance on the vehicle? Okay, I'll see if I can see it on here. Okay, Bo.
First name is Samuel. Sam, Adam, Mary, Union, Edward, Lincoln. Male white. 1996, 1015. 96, 1015. One citation.
Hey, Sean,
10-4.
can you go ahead and stay out here for me, bub? Okay, well, I'm on a traffic stop right now, so if you would, come on back out here, Bo. All right, Sean, put your phone down. Okay, I'm gonna detain you for a minute, okay? Gotta get all this figured out. Do what?
Any particular reason why?
Yeah, you're driving on suspended.
That's why I was wanting to get in my truck. I got the paperwork to show you it's not suspended.
We'll get to it. Okay?
I mean, is there a particular reason you're putting me in handcuffs?
I'm gonna detain you for a minute until I get it all figured out because you're moving around, you're wanting to go in, you're wanting to get in the truck.
You asked me to sit down, I sat down. Well, actually, you asked me to come back out here. I sat back here and sat, I hadn't moved since.
Perfect. I'm gonna detain you while I look through my
And
computer.
if you're happy to work with you, you'll be happy to work with me. Shelby, will you hush, please? Hey, Shelby, hush.
Hey, little bitty.
You mind if I calm her down real quick?
What are you gonna do with it?
11, go ahead.
Over there and pet her.
No, that's fine. You go ahead and send me another unit over here.
Shelby, calm down. Okay, he's okay. Come here.
10-4, 802 or 803.
It's okay. You mind coming over and letting her sniff her hand or something?
No, I don't have a problem with it.
I just wanted to get
Come
to
on,
see
baby.
you're okay. That way
You're okay, baby.
Hey, no ma'am.
It's okay.
Ma'am.
It's okay.
He's nice.
It's okay.
He's okay. He's okay.
It's all right.
She's developed this habit in the
It's
last few
okay.
months, and I'm trying to get it out of her. I've been up north taking care of my family's estate.
Right.
My wife isn't exactly the best at working with the dogs.
Oh, I get you. Sometimes you ain't got time.
Yeah, and sometimes she just doesn't have the inclination. So
Takes different people to deal with different dogs, okay?
so, hey, you hush. You're harmless. You okay? You gonna be okay if I go back over and sit down? Shelby!
She'll be all right. All right, let's move over here, Sean. Let's move over here.
You think the reason why?
I'm asking you to move over here.
And I understand that, and I'm asking any particular reason why.
I'm going to detain you while I do my paperwork and I figure out what's going on with your license and all that.
I'm not going anywhere. You got my vehicles blocked in.
I don't have any vehicles blocked in.
Yeah. Well, he's out on me right now as a mustard.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm asking you again, Sean, to get up. I'm going to detain you for a minute, let you come over here where I can talk to you while I'm trying to deal with your
We're
stuff.
talking just fine right now. I don't see the... Are you arresting me or are you detaining me?
Detaining you at this point.
Okay, well, I'm being detained. I can do so without being in handcuffs.
Okay, I'm going to put you in handcuffs and I'm going to detain you.
Is there a
Okay.
particular reason why I'm not being...
Yes.
I'm just trying to understand. I'm not being combative. I'm not...
No, I know
aggressive.
you're not. I'm not. I'm asking you to comply with my orders. Okay?
And you're giving me an lawful order?
Yes. I'm giving you a lawful order to stand up, and I'm going to detain you for a minute
Okay.
until we figure out what's going on. I'm going to put them in front of you,
Okay.
okay? While we look at the stuff. You've been over here. You've been in front of your car trying to open the hood.
I had to
You're
open the
moving
hood.
all over the place. I need to focus on what's going on here to decide whether you stay here or whether you go with me. If you don't allow me to do that, then we're going to stand here and talk.
10-4.
Okay?
I'm not trying to
you'll
be
just-
difficult. I'm kind of opposed to being put in handcuffs like I've done something wrong.
Could you go to the baseball
You've not done anything wrong. I'm detaining you to keep you over here where I can keep an eye on you.
No, I'll give you my word. I'll stay right here, but I don't want to be put in handcuffs if at all possible. I'm sure you can understand.
Quiet time yet.
I can understand to a certain
Is there
point,
anything that you can do about
but
it?
right now you're interfering with my operation and my investigation here. Because you won't comply with what I'm asking you to do.
I'm trying to comply, but I don't feel the need to be put in handcuffs. That's being put under arrest.
No, it's not. It's being detained, and that's what I told you.
Okay? That's detained as an arrest.
No, it's not.
So Mr. Bresnahan knows that his driver's license is going to appear as being suspended within the officer's computer. So he attempts to go within his home and grab his keys so he can grab the documentation out of his truck to show that his driver's license is not suspended. He has documentation from the courts proving this. And I'll say this, I also understand what the officer is saying as well. Hey, you're on a traffic stop. I can't let you walk into your home. This is a traffic stop. Now, many people may say, well, he was in his yard, and that is true. But the infraction was seen on the public roadway, and it doesn't matter if you pull into your yard after that. Although I can understand the fact that the officer would not like to let Mr. Bresnahan out of his sight, but once he was advised, I do have documentation from the courts showing and proving my license is not suspended. If you're going to conduct a proper investigation, which this cop claimed he was doing, if you're going to conduct a proper investigation, at that point, your first step should have been, okay, let's retrieve these documents and let's take a look at it and take it from there. That's not what he did. He continued to focus on the point of wanting to detain the person he pulled over, or the person whose home he's at. The problem with that is this. We're looking at what's called a de facto arrest. This officer has no probable cause. He's detaining an individual. And actually, once you're stopped by an officer, you're already detained. Handcuffs are not required for, to be on your wrist for it to be a detainment. Mr. Bresnahan is already detained, but this cop is more focused on placing handcuffs on him, I guess in his mind, for further or stronger detainment. And at this point, we're looking at a de facto arrest because he's stretching out the detainment unnecessarily. Let me read this from an attorney that I received who wishes to remain unnamed. At some point, the circumstances surrounding the detention may approach that of an arrest based on the length of the detention or other factors. In this situation, the conduct of the officer transforms the detention into a de facto arrest, regardless of the intent of this officer. Even if the police later release the suspect, if there has been no probable cause, then this is a de facto arrest. And we know, according to Rodriguez versus the United States, you can only keep a person on a traffic stop, which this officer claims this is. You can only keep someone on a traffic stop for as long as it takes for you to write a citation or a warning. Anything else, you need probable cause. And he does not have probable cause to stretch out this detention. He just wants to fight with Mr. Bresnahan to put handcuffs on. So ultimately, this has become a de facto arrest.
Apprehension is arrest.
Not being able to leave of your own free will is arrest.
You're being detained until I finish my investigation. That doesn't mean you're under arrest. If at any point in time you become where you're under arrest, I will advise you that you are under arrest.
Okay. Well,
right now you're being detained.
Okay, and I'm being as willing as I can with you. I'm not trying to be combative. I'm not trying to buck your authority or anything like that. I'm
Correct.
Just simply, I don't see why I should be handcuffed on my own property when I haven't broken a law.
You have broken the law.
What law have I broken?
Driving on suspended.
I have the paperwork to show otherwise.
Okay, well, it's not showing that in my truck.
I understand that. I have paperwork from the court that shows otherwise.
You have it on your person?
No, sir, it's in my truck.
Was it in the car that you were driving?
No, sir, it's in my truck.
Okay. So, no different than you being on the highway. You
Okay,
wouldn't
well,
have
I
it.
mean,
You
it
wouldn't
is-
have it with you.
That may be
Correct?
true. That may be true. It is different because it's here, I'm here, I have it on me.
No, you don't have it on you.
If it's on this property, I would assume it was in my access.
That's what the problem is. You're assuming.
Okay, well, I know for a fact I have the paperwork. It's 25 feet away from me. I can show you that real quick and clear this all up.
Okay. We might get to that point whenever you decide to comply.
I'm not trying to not comply, but I was on my own property when you pulled up behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're wanting to put me in handcuffs.
You were driving down the highway, driving on suspended.
I have the paperwork to show my license is not suspended. It was suspended in error.
Suspended in error.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll get to that point, but I can't get to that point standing here arguing with you.
I mean, we could get to that point very easily. I could walk over to my truck and unlock it and give you the paperwork.
We will when I complete my investigation. We will when I complete my investigation.
Okay,
I'm going by this paperwork, what I have to deal with.
okay, I understand.
And then, if I can look at that, then we'll look at yours. But you haven't complied with me yet.
You asked me not to move around. I sat down. I hadn't moved since, aside from calm the dog down, which I asked you. I've been complying this whole time, but I do not see it being necessary to be put in handcuffs.
And then I asked you I was going to detain you, and you chose not to. So now you're interfering with governmental operations.
Not interfering with any operation.
Absolutely you are.
Sir,
or I would have already be done.
If that was the case, then you could have done it with me sitting here, no problem.
You got one of two ways, brother. You can go to jail, or you can be detained for a few minutes. Let me figure it out.
If you need to detain me, that's what you need to do.
Okay. I mean, that's the two options you got.
Okay.
You want to be detained for just a few minutes and come over here and let me deal with this, and we can figure it out?
Why do I need to come over there? I'm not trying
so that I can ask you questions at the same time. I can't ask you questions walking up and down the
Yes, sir, I understand. That's why I sat down. That way you could ask me questions.
Right. I'm not going to yell from my truck over here because you're sitting at your house. I'm going to detain you, and I'm going to put you over here where I can talk to you.
Okay.
Okay. Window's going to be down. You're going to be standing up.
Okay.
Okay. Is that cool with you?
Okay. Is it all right if I just walk over there in my own free will?
We're going to put the handcuffs on you because you're being detained. I don't know why you're making it so difficult.
Anytime we detain somebody, man, we gotta put cuffs on. Just because you put cuffs on don't mean you're going to jail. It just means being detained.
Well, I understand. And if I were being combative or trying to resist or run or fight or something else.
It's policy, man. It's just a safety deal. We do it with everything.
So every person that you pull over.
Listen.
Hold on, I'm asking a question. I was speaking to.
If it's showing suspended,
Captain.
if it's showing suspended license, yes.
Okay. As I was telling.
Or if we have some reason for this investigation, we detain while we investigate.
Okay, what's the reason for the rest of the investigation?
You're driving on suspended.
And I just told you I have the paperwork to prove otherwise, so that could be solved.
We haven't made it to that point yet.
Well, we could very quickly.
No, we can't because you won't comply.
Because I'm trying to avoid being put in handcuffs for no reason?
You've got two options. I'm going to detain you until I get done on my computer and trying to figure out the information, or you're going to go to jail for interfering with governmental operations. One of the two. Which one you want to do?
I'm not interfering with any government operation. I fully believe I'm not.
Okay. Can you just go to the passenger side window and I'll roll it down? Let me look at your stuff right quick. The only reason you can't come to my driver's side is because I can't let you look at this stuff, but it's showing me that you're driving on suspended.
Why can't I look at this stuff?
Okay. Because this is just for law enforcement only.
If it's any information on me, I should have access to it.
I ain't arguing with you about stupid
I'm
crap.
just making conversation.
It's ACIC. It's law enforcement only. Are you law enforcement?
I apologize.
Okay, it's not for you to see.
I apologize.
I was just explaining why I let you come over there and not over here.
And I was just seeking more clarification. I apologize.
Do you need to go inside, ma'am?
No.
Okay, you got your driver's license with you? You got your driver's license with you?
What?
You want to include yourself in my investigation, so I need your ID you. I need your driver's license. She just said she didn't want to go inside, so she's involving herself here. Okay, I'm not arguing. Need your driver's license.
This is my house.
I understand.
And I wasn't doing anything. You didn't pull me over.
Ma'am, this is my traffic stop. You want to involve yourself with the person that I'm talking to. And I asked you if you need to go in the house, and you said, no, you're going to stay outside. So you're involving yourself in my investigation, so I need to identify who you are.
I'm not involving myself in your investigation.
Okay, then have your way inside.
You can't tell me I have to go inside.
Then ID yourself. One of the two. One of the two.
This is my house, my property. I can stand on my property.
You're correct.
Without you harassing me.
I'm not harassing you. You're
But
involving
you are.
in my traffic stop.
Because I
Did you not talk to him? Did you talk to this gentleman right here?
Yes, he asked me for a cigarette.
Okay, then. You're involving yourself.
That's my husband. This is my property.
Okay. All you got to do is identify yourself.
But I don't have to. You can't force me to do anything on my property.
Okay, ma'am.
You did not pull me over.
I'm sorry. You know my job better than me. So you tell me what I need to do.
Over here in front of the school, 25.
I'll step off of my property.
I'm not
Yeah,
asking
I'm
you to
gonna
go
get
anywhere.
Jerry.
Go get Jerry, whoever Jerry is. Then he will be identified as well. If you're going to include yourself in my traffic stop,
I didn't include myself in your...
are you talking to the person I've got in handcuffs? Then you included yourself. I do not know who he is. I do not know your relationship. Okay? Do you want to include yourself or do you not?
But Officer Woody knows who we are.
Officer Woody does know.
That's fine. He did not make the traffic stop. I did. Okay?
Okay, but you
Would you
can't
like to
harass
go-
me on my property.
What am I harassing you about?
Trying to say I have to give you my driver's license. You did not pull me over. I'm not in trouble for anything, so I do not have to give you my license.
You are correct. You're not in trouble for anything just yet. But if you keep interfering with my investigation, you're going to go to jail.
I didn't interfere with anything.
Okay, then identify yourself or go in the house. One of the two. A11 PD.
Go ahead.
You go ahead and contact JTs for me, please.
10-4.
Yes, sir.
For what?
Driving on suspended, no insurance, no registration.
My car's on private property. You can't tow it.
It wasn't when I seen the violation, sir.
Well, it was when you initiated. You came to initiate the stop. I was already stopped on private property. You have no authority to tow my car.
Talk to the judge.
No.
They couldn't get towed. Most people aren't going to get a good time. That's the same. So if that was okay.
Hold on a second. Show me the law that says you can tow my car right now.
Okay, here. I'm not arguing with you. Here, I'm going to explain your citations to you. Unless you want to go to jail and bond on them.
I don't, but
Okay,
I don't
then.
want my car towed either. That's
Okay,
still on
well,
my property.
I don't want you driving on the
I'm not going to drive it. I
highway.
have other vehicles I can drive. But I apparently have driving suspended license or something, so I'm not going to drive anyway.
Okay,
But you're not taking my property from my property.
okay.
If we were out on the street, you would have the absolute right to tow it.
I still
I've
have
been
the
through
right
this.
to tow it.
Not from private property, sir.
But from what I heard, and it's just rumor, but from what I heard, that your husband was being a smart ass asshole, or they wouldn't even want to tow the car.
They said they were just gonna take it.
Yeah. But your husband kept going off on it. That's what I heard.
According to the state of Arkansas, 27-16-303, driving on a canceled or suspended license, it is a misdemeanor. And if this officer really believed outside of Mr. Bresnahan's paperwork that his license was truly suspended, he would have made an arrest. But he saw the paperwork. He knew that he could not make an arrest. So therefore, he now moves to take away Mr. Bresnahan's vehicle.
Okay, you're driving it on city street, which is violation when you're driving on suspended, and I'm taking the vehicle because you have no insurance. I just sat there and watched you drive up Wilson Farm. You drove all the way around Tyler. You come right down through here on Linder. I'm taking the car. You have no insurance, no driver's license, and you won't register your vehicle. Okay?
I have no issues with registering my vehicle. I have tags, as you see. I just haven't updated them.
Okay. Apparently you don't understand what we can see because you do have a problem with driving on suspended and you do have a problem with registering your vehicle.
And I do have
Because
it
you've
all
been
cleared up. I showed
cited
you.
it very many times. Okay?
And I've gotten them all dismissed, as I've shown you.
Okay. I don't know if you got them dismissed or not.
The paperwork right there shows it.
Okay. I got your paperwork.
Okay, I'm sorry, right there.
I'm still showing that you like a $100 reinstatement fee.
That was taken out of my taxes, and that one says that the
Okay.
reinstatement fee is waived if you look at it.
That's fine. I can't, this is not what I go by, sir. I don't go by your paperwork that you pull out of your truck that's sitting in your yard.
That's
I
paperwork from the
apologize.
court with the seal.
Okay? I don't care what it is. That's not what I can go by today. Okay? I'm going by my system that I look at, and also our dispatcher looked at it as well to make sure I wasn't missing something. I double checked it. It's still suspended. You still owe $100 to Mountain Home. You need to get that cleared up with them. Until then, your driver's license will be suspended. Okay? You were decided about a week and a half ago for it. Did you argue with them as well?
Yes, sir, I did.
I'm
Same
glad I
question.
ain't the only damn one.
Well,
all
I
I
mean,
can do.
when I'm being accused of something that I've already taken care of,
I can't help it. I didn't suspend your driver's license.
You're right.
Okay?
I understand that. And
all I can do is do my job. Okay? I do my job with my tools. Okay? I don't have any choice. That's what I'm provided.
and I've
Okay?
got them
But you're
dismissed,
still driving on suspended.
which has been dismissed numerous times.
Then shouldn't be a problem for you to get it dismissed again.
You're correct.
Okay? Sound good? Where do you want me to put this?
Give them my wife, I guess.
No. I'll let you hold it because I don't know that this is your wife. She won't identify herself.
I can guarantee it's my wife, and Officer Woody can guarantee as well.
Okay, well, I'm not Officer Woody.
I understand, but he is your colleague.
That's fine, it does not matter. I made the stop. I'm trying to cooperate with you guys, but nobody wants to cooperate. You started arguing as soon as you got out of the car. Any other questions?
13170, you just threw a bag in the back seat. Be out with Wisconsin 2204 Edward 22. William Henry 2204 Edward.
Said get a hold of Clinton and make sure that you don't
be over here, Franklin T. Booth.
get picked up on that deal somewhere.
Yeah, I'll give them a call tomorrow, find out what's going on with that.
There ain't no reason to get in trouble somewhere else when you can call them and maybe get on a payment plan or something.
It shouldn't be anything at all. I didn't even know it existed, so.
Right, well, I don't know either.
Actually, you do have to have my consent to search.
No, I don't. I'm
Yes,
towing
you
the
do.
vehicle and I have to inventory it. Okay.
Well, you're telling me
You're not telling me. You're not telling me how to do my job, Sean.
So-
Either shut up or go in the house or go to jail.
Excuse me, sir?
Okay. You've got a couple options. You can go in the house or you can go to jail. You've been interfering with me the whole time I've been here, and I have not arrested you yet for interfering with governmental operations. But you're really close. Can you stand here and keep your mouth shut and let me do my job? Stop interfering with me. I'm asking you this last time.
I'll step over here.
I'm asking you this last time.
I apologize. I'll step over here.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is your name and badge on that ticket? Because I would like it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll provide mine. 811 PD.
811, go ahead.
License plate check, please.
Can I ask why you're looking at my vehicle?
Go ahead, sir.
043 Zebra North Zebra. 043 Zebra North Zebra. You need my card?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll swap with you. That's what I figured. You just want to be hard to deal with.
No, you didn't have a reason to run my car. I did nothing wrong. You don't have me on a traffic stop.
You are correct. But you can go to jail for interfering with my investigation.
I'm not interfering with anything. I'm asking
You
why
have.
you're running my vehicle.
Yeah, because you want to identify yourself.
I don't
You keep
have
asking to get involved in my investigation, and he keeps asking for you to get involved in my investigation, but you won't ID yourself.
I don't have to. I'm not in trouble. You're not detained.
Okay, you're right. I forgot. You know the law. You're law enforcement.
I do know
I forgot.
my rights.
Is your name Steve? Hey, we got an interesting one, so I'm going to have to escort you to the office to look in this vehicle. He's been very cantankerous and says that I can't tow it, but, you know, yeah, we
103,
can.
go ahead.
And it's this Mustang.
Are you able to give a return on the vehicle?
You have to.
Do you want us to give us the keys, or do you not?
I don't want to give you all my keys now.
Okay, that's fine. Then we'll get out of the way and we'll let him jerk it up. Do you have something to say? Did you have something to say to me?
I said you were the reason people fear the police. You're not a very good officer.
Done. Please get off my property.
Your thing here is done. You do not have a reason to be on my property. You can leave.
I thought you were saying something to me.
She was
Are you
just
done
talking out
talking?
loud.
I'm talking out loud to this officer right here.
Okay, thank you.
Temple.
What's under the local law? As far as impounding a vehicle? No, it has to be under statute or code. I have it right here. Okay. And so you're saying that because you got parked, that there's nothing that we can do? On my private property, yes. If I had been in public, okay, then yeah, that could have done it if I was arrested. Okay, here's what I'm telling you. Talk to your lawyer, have them talk to the city attorney, and y'all figure that out that way. Yeah. All right? Well, y'all just go ahead and steal my property. you can get it back out of impound.
There have been other channels to cover this story, and one of the main reasons I wanted to cover this story is because I used to work with the officer just like this. You have certain guys who show up on your call when everything's really going pretty good, and they have this type of attitude. They search for reasons to fight with the people that they're supposed to be serving, and they make everyone's job worse. Again, other channels have covered this story, but I want to do my part as well. Down below is a GoFundMe to help Mr. Bresnahan recover his vehicle that was worth over $30,000, and the department is trying to sell it for $15,000. It's something that he put a lot of time and effort into just to have a cop with a huge ego come and take away. If you guys would like to help Mr. Bresnahan, his GoFundMe will be linked down below. Make sure you know your rights and always fight back. With that being said, We the People University, signing off.